does. The only thing he can't do is sit on the board, but he can champion deals. He's the one, he's one of several people who will help make investments.
Yeah, so I've worked in a few funds now, and it's really on a fund-by-fund basis. You'll see the DNA, kind of the makeup of funds is really different across the board. My fund, we're three guys, managing for three guys a good chunk of money. So, the responsibilities are kind of up and down the board, across the fund, what we're doing. At the end of the day, the partners are the ones, sitting on the boards. If there's principals at a fund, they'll be sitting on boards as well. But I think that, kind of the final champion, as Preshant said, is, that kind of is where the partners, come to kind of making the final decision. When you look at funds, you can approach partners. Their times sometimes are a little more limited. So, it's a question of kind of your strategy to get into a fund. A partner, he'll have, companies, if you think about Facebook, for example, right? I mean, it went to 100 VCs maybe before they got their first investment, right? And, so partners will kind of have, whether you have a great idea or not, they may have just a focus on what they're looking at. As Preshant said, this is what I'm looking at, right? There's one specific thing. And in some funds, not me myself, but in some funds, associates may be a little broader across kind of verticals, or it might be the opposite, they may be really focused. So I think you can't really make a generalization. I would say your odds could increase if you, get in on the associate level. At the same time, the partner level, that's where kind of the final decision's been made.
I'd say you should really, figure out your strategy. Associates are generally more, easily accessible versus partners. Oftentimes if you're going in cold to a partner anyways, your business plan or your idea may be kicked to the associate to evaluate. So, that's one thing that you should consider, and you could probably build a better relationship because you can spend more time with associates if you see them at conferences versus partners. The other thing that I would, I guess caution people about is a lot of associates actually have, although they can't champion a deal internally with the partnership, they do have a lot of say in a particular deal because they're generally the ones doing a lot of the diligence and a lot of the analysis on the market, on the company, on the competitors. And, they could easily tell the partner because the partner may not be in the weeds as closely on some particular deal. They can tell partners and sway decisions and decision making there. So, I mean, I think, generally just in any sort of, situation where there's a VC group and there's a partner that you don't have associates working with them, it's to your best interest to really get along with everybody. And you may be able to build a better relationship with the associate first in order to hopefully get your deal passed through the partnership.